questions, we can get started.
The question is about actually the triage process. I'm
Sure.
not getting a lot of calls in this moment because we are with the offer only membership.
Okay.
But
Yep.
I was wondering, how can I try to make the most of because as I'm not having a lot of calls, how can I get, if they don't qualify for the mentorship, how can I get them to try the membership instead?
Oh, that's easy. So what do you do right now when they don't qualify for the mentorship? What's the typical process right now?
The typical process is to do a follow-up because they are just starting to watch the low ticket program, which is a very a small program. And then I do the follow-up to know that they reach the goals, that is like to create the YouTube channel and to at least have one video on it.
But the program they're gonna try is the low ticket offer that you want to get them in, or it's a different product?
No, they come to me after they buy this low ticket offer, $37, and then I have the call and they can qualify for the mentorship. But if they don't,
Yeah.
how can
You,
I
you can
offer
if they
this
don't
mentorship? This membership, I believe.
how much is the membership?
Now until the end of this week is just $49, and then it's going to be $97 per month.
Okay. Okay, that's perfect. So then what you have to say to them is like, okay, based on your situation and based on so when do you realize that they're not qualified for the mentorship? In that call that do you have with them?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is what you're gonna say. Okay, I have some thoughts for you. Can I share? Do you mind if I share?
Yes, of course. Please.
So based on where you are right now, first of all, in terms of your goals, your intentions, and how committed you are, and the fact that you know, and as we've covered, that you go further and faster with support, I genuinely believe that we can help you with our mentorship trajectory. But I'm a little bit concerned because of the financial situation. The funds are not quite there yet. The finances are a little bit tough. So when it comes to considering joining the mentorship, I think it will be a little steep. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Right. So because of that reason, I don't believe that the best thing we can do now is to push you into the mentorship, because we would never want to put you in a tough spot. But also at the same time, I don't believe that the best thing we can do now is to leave you alone or to leave you on the side of the road. Because then at the end, because in that case, then you don't have the support, left to your own devices. Does that make sense?
It does, yes.
So if there is a way in which we could help you a little bit more with more coaching, with a little bit more support on a more ongoing basis, rather than having to be left to your own devices, would that be a better alternative for you?
It will be, yes.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, right? You can go on your own, just try to figure things out, or you could join a mentorship program. But if for whatever reason you cannot join the mentorship program, you always have the option to focus on progress. If we have an option that is an alternative so that you can progress and get some support, but you always have the option to be left to your own devices. So why would you want to focus on this alternative where you can focus on progress and get a little bit of coaching where you can stay on your own? Why would you go with this?
I see what you're doing. Okay, so actually
Just role
I
play,
just have to make them
role play with
realize
me.
and they sell into the program then.
Yeah, just keep role playing. Keep role playing with me.
Well, it will be better to now I'm not able to pay a mentorship, but I don't want to be doing this by myself, completely by myself.
So would you rather, if there is an alternative that we can offer you or that we can have, would you rather take an alternative and just have a little bit more coaching and support rather than zero coaching and zero support? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like if you have any alternative.
Why is that though?
Because I feel like this program is kind of basic and I need to take this forward, right?
Okay, I see. So if there is an option so that you can get a little bit more support, a little more coaching, and just have higher chances of being successful, I can walk you through how it works. Would you like me to do so?
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's called the accelerator, and we don't officially advertise this. This is only for the people that they genuinely want to focus to join the mentorship, but they can't financially. We created this to help them focus on progress rather than to be alone. So essentially, it's $49 a month, and you get this, and you get this. Does that make sense? Are you with me?
I'm with you. Yes, it makes sense.
So this option is available, so that you know that you have these two options. I guess, would it make more sense for your situation and for the next 3 months to go with the accelerator, or would it make more sense to stay with the basic course?
No, it makes sense, obviously, to go with the accelerator.
Are you sure? You don't sound too sure to me.
I'm completely sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I can, if you want, what I can do is I can send you a payment link, get that done, get you enrolled in the accelerator, and then I will explain your next steps so that you can make the most out of the accelerator and actually wake up tomorrow knowing that you have more support to progress further.
Okay, so one question here, Paulo. Like, because with the mentorship, I'm just sending the person, right? So it's different here.
Mhm.
So they don't have, like, they don't feel the pressure to ditch me, like to say, no, 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 I don't have the money or anything like that. But here I will be like asking for the money. Like, in your experience with with a membership, which is a very low membership, very low ticket, do you get much, like, many people say like they don't want it or something like that? Or yeah, or just doubting themselves?
It really depends whether you sell them on progress or not. If you push them the downsell without having sold them on the concept of progress, they're gonna feel you're trying to scam them. They're gonna feel, oh, you just want to take money out of me because I don't have 5K. You're just trying to get $50. Oh no, I'm good with the 7. I'm good with the course. You don't sell them the downsell. Never. You never sell them the downsell. You sell them the idea of progress, and a little bit more support is better than nothing. That's the close. The close is there. So if they say, that's why you ask in these situations where you want to, do your 100% and join a mentorship. That's great because it shows intention. But sometimes you have the willingness, but you can't. You're not able to.
Mhm.
And in circumstances like this, what you got to ask yourself is, in circumstances like this, are we going to allow the circumstances to stop us and keep us where we're at and do nothing, or we're going to look for a way to focus on progress, right? Because if there was a way in which we could focus on progress and give you a little bit more support and make sure you have the support, you have the community rather than the basic course, right? What do you feel would put you in a better position? Just staying with the basic course, or focusing on progress and in having a little bit more support, knowing that you cannot get all the support you want? Which one would you feel would be better for you?
No, have it at least a little bit of support, always.
Yeah. So, and the equivalent of this would be, imagine a busy executive that wants to lose weight, but is very busy. So he wants to go 1 hour to the gym every day, but he can't because he's very busy. So for this busy executive, what do you feel would be better for him? Walking 10 minutes around the block every single day because he cannot go to the gym. So he will walk 10 minutes every day and start doing some exercise, or because he cannot go to the gym, deciding to do nothing. What do you feel is better for this executive if he wants to lose weight?
No, at least walking 10 minutes, like he's doing
But
something, right?
why is that better? Because a lot of people say, hey, if I cannot go to the gym 1 hour a day, I'm just not going to move a finger.
But then nothing changes.
Yeah. So I guess for you, if you don't focus on progress, if you don't get a little bit more support, if the option is there and you stay with the basic course, like, what are the chances, or how confident are you that, over the next 3 to 4 months, you're really going to make the most out of your YouTube channel?
No, if I get a little bit of help, like probably I'm going to get better every day, right?
I agree, because like research of our own database has proven to us that we go faster and further with support and we're more sustainable. Do you agree?
I do. Yeah.
That's the sale there.
Mhm.
That's the sale there. So now I can go, okay, so if I can show you an alternative so that you can have some more coaching, you can have some more support without having to commit to $5,000 with a very minimal investment that would allow you to get some coaching. Like, would there be anything that would stop you from focusing on progress today so that you can have what you need?
No, nothing will stop me. No.
Okay, so if you want, I can walk you through how that option looks like because we don't advertise it. We only do it for people who we genuinely believe they can be successful, but to join the mentorship. So I can break that down for you if you want.
Yeah, that will be good. So I can understand the whole process.
Yeah, sure. So it's called the Accelerator. Okay. It's a monthly membership, it's a small fee, gives you access to the coaching calls, gives you access to the recordings of the coaching calls, and gives you access to the first module of the program. So that way you have someone you can ask questions to. Would that be a better alternative rather than just staying with the $7 course for you? Or how do you feel?
No, it will definitely be better.
Yeah. Why is
Yes.
that though?
Because you have access to calls to a coach. You don't
Mhm.
have the entire program. At least you are with people that they are getting the results now.
Yeah, I see. That makes sense because we go faster and further with support who has already been there and done that, right? Rather than just watching video. So I agree with you. So I guess do you want to go ahead and get started with the accelerator? I can send you a payment link and I can onboard you.
In 2 months, I don't wanna, or I can keep paying that. Is that okay? I can stop paying whatever I want?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what it is, that's life, right? If for whatever reason you cannot continue, you can maybe the best thing to do is to cancel. Maybe the best thing to do is to hop on a call and see what we can do. But if you want to be successful and you're committed, we will always be happy to speak to you and try to find a way so that we can keep moving forward together.
Mm. Okay, let's do it then.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So here's the link. Boom, whatever. Right. So but you see how it's just like I'm selling you the idea of focusing on another alternative that is not staying with the basic course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's where the close is made. And this is very important because I've done the downsells this way and I've done the downsells the other way,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, oh, you cannot join the 10K. That's okay. I understand. We have the 5K, and the 5K is in your range. Oh, but what is the 5K? And now the closer says, oh, the 5K is the same, but it doesn't have one-on-one coaching and it doesn't have the 5K doesn't have one-on-one coaching. You don't have a customized one-on-one coach assigned to you, and you don't have a private chat. The rest is the same, which is the worst way to do a downsell because this doesn't have that, doesn't have that, doesn't have that. Do you want it? Do you still want it? It's horrible. So it's just like, no, I don't want the halfway thing. I want I want the Ferrari. I don't want the Honda. Like, it's like, right? So we're just changing perspective. So rather than doing it that way, we're saying, okay, there's going to be circumstances in life where you want to go 1 hour to the gym every single day, where you're going to want to do this big thing. You want the Ferrari, but you can't afford the Ferrari for whatever reason. And that's what it is because money comes and go. So the next thing you gotta ask yourself is in circumstances like this, I'm going to stay stuck, or I'm going to focus on a way to push through, on a way to get a little bit more help, a little bit more support. If that way will be available, sometimes that's not available, right? Another example is I'm selling a Ferrari and the guy wants a Ferrari, right? So owning the Ferrari is 500,000 and he can't, right? So instead of saying, well, I have a Honda here, do you want it? Which I know he's going to say no. What I can say is like, hey, most people like you or your caliber, you deserve a Ferrari. But sometimes due to liquidity, you cannot fully own it. And that's okay. But if there is a way in which you can own part of a Ferrari, not the whole Ferrari, would that be better than not having a Ferrari at all?
Mm.
Well, yeah, that would be better because I own something. But how would that look like? Well, before even explaining that to you, in situations like this, you have to decide. Like, would you rather keep driving your Honda or not have a Ferrari or have portion of a Ferrari that you can drive sometimes. Yeah, no, I would just rather have a portion of a Ferrari. Okay, and would you rather go with that alternative rather than not having the Ferrari? Yes. Okay, so we have an option for that we don't advertise for members like you, that they will eventually have their own Ferrari, but in the meantime, they prefer to have a portion of the Ferrari. Okay, okay, do you want me to break it down? Yes. So it's called a group buy. So essentially, we put you with another 3 clients that are in the exact same situation, and each one of you get to drive the Ferrari 1 week a month. Would there be a better alternative? Oh yeah, I want that. Okay, boom, done. Right? It's more that. We're still giving them the Ferrari. You see what I'm doing?
Yes,
That's the perspective.
it's a different
Yeah,
perspective. Yeah.
yeah. So we do it with coaching. It's just rather than I'm going to give you this other program, is in situations like this, you have to choose having no coaching or having some coaching, right?
Mhm.
So which one do you feel is best for you? Or you can do the opposite as well. You can say, which one do you feel keeps you more stuck and more lost? No coaching or some coaching? No coaching. Why? Why is that? Why no coaching gets you more puts you in a more mm, in uncertain position? Well, because I don't know, I cannot ask, I cannot do this, I cannot do this. Okay, but if there are 2 options, if an option for some coaching existed, would you want to take that option, or would you just focus on would you stay with the no coaching option? No, I would want to take the coaching option, but okay, but what happens if you don't? What happens if for whatever reason, even though there is an option available to focus on some coaching that is within your budget, stay with the basic one? What happens if we continue with the basic one? Oh, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. Okay. Then you just do that. We don't advertise this. Do you want me to break it down? Yes. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then you proceed. And if they tell you, this is very important, because some prospect will tell you this. If they tell you, mm, yes, but how much is it?
Mhm.
Right? You have to deflect that. You have to say, well, that's a good question, but there's no point in getting to the details if we don't have clarity on whether we want to focus on some coaching or not. Because maybe you don't want to focus on any coaching, right? Or some progress. You can frame it as progress. So let's just get clarity first. A fork. Right now you're in a fork, right? You want the big thing, but you can't. So there's 2 options: just staying with no coaching or having some coaching. Like, which one do you feel keeps you more stuck? No coaching. Why? La 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 la. Okay, so if there was an option where you could do a minimal investment and still get some coaching, would that option be better for you or not at all? Well, it depends on the price. How much is the price? Again, it's just trying to get the price. You see? It's like,
Mhm.
well, of course, it will be a price that is within your range. Otherwise, it will be the exact same situation as the mentorship. Even before covering the price, like if it was in your range, if it was manageable, because we don't want you to sleep in the sofa or under a bridge, right? If it was truly manageable for you, would it be better to invest a little bit more to get a little bit of more coaching, or would you just rather start with the basic course? No, I mean, if it's in my range, yeah, I would just rather invest a little bit to get some coaching. But why would you do that though? Every time they give you a good answer, just ask them why. Like, why would you do that? So they have to build that answer. Oh, because this is better, because blah, 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 blah. Right. And if you want to build it more, you could say, but what happens if you take the other path? What's going to happen? You can consequence them. If they say, oh, yeah, it's better the coaching, but you don't believe in their answer because they say, yeah, I know what you say. Obviously, the coaching is better. Right. So, but why do you feel, for you personally, why do you feel the coaching is better for you? Well, because it's just better. Like, it's better to have coaching than to not have it. You see, it's like the person is answering like in a way that is not truthful. So now, if you want to make the person keep building the case, you say, yeah, maybe. But what happens if you don't get more coaching and you stay with the basic course? Like, what's going to happen over the next 1 week, 1 month? Like, what's going to happen then? Well, I would just have to just just go on my own. Okay. Would you settle for that? Like, is that okay with you going on your own? If there's an alternative where you can do coaching, or what do you think? No, no, I don't want to settle for that. Oh, why not though? Because most people do. Oh, because
Mhm.
coaching is better. And you see how I am asking them questions so that he defends or she defends why coaching is better. And once I have enough, and if I don't know if I have enough, I'm just going to ask them, are you sure? You're just being polite.
Mm.
You know, are you sure? You're saying that coaching is better, but I don't feel that you truly want some coaching, which is fine. There's no right or wrong answer. Like if you genuinely believe that if presented with some coaching or no coaching, you prefer no coaching. If you generally believe that, I just want what's best for you. Give me the real answer. No, I do want coaching. Okay, that sounded more certain. That sounded differently. Why more coaching? Oh, because this, and this. Now, you see, now the person is more sold on the coaching, on some coaching. And only when I get the feeling, okay, this person is sold on the idea, then I explain them the product.
Okay.
Okay, you can try and you can come show me examples or calls or role playing, and you'll see you'll crush it. But this is the key because I've closed people. It just simply doesn't work. And if it works, it's more difficult. I remember one time with this dating coach that I'm taking some calls, I did a very, very strong discovery. And this guy gave me red flags of overthinking. And I prevented in discovery. And he was like, yeah, I want to take action. And then I presented the offer and he was like, oh, I can afford it. No, I don't have the amount. And I got a little bit loose. I loosened up my standards, and I was like, "Oh, this guy is sold. I'm just gonna offer them the downsell. I'm not gonna do the whole progress thing. I'm just gonna go direct to the downsell because I did a good discovery." And it just backfired on my face. You know, I said, "Okay, so we have another alternative, right? Rather than the 5K, we have the 1K. You can still learn the training and just get the knowledge." And then the guy asked me, okay, but the 5K has the one-on-one coaches access to the dating coach. I was like, no, it's just more focus. It's just more the knowledge. Oh yeah, I would just rather wait and just save up. Right? I didn't sell the guy on the idea of making progress. And now the feeling he got was like, you want to sell me a piece of the cake? No. I want the whole cake. Right? So I've done both. So just sell them on progress or sell them on some coaching rather than no coaching. And once you have them strong there, then you say, well, if you're so sure that some coaching is better than nothing, I can show you another option that we have that we don't typically advertise that would allow you to get some coaching without having to commit to 5K investment. It's more affordable. Don't say cheaper. Say affordable. Yeah.
Thank you, Paulo.
You got it. Cool.